Stoicism is a philosophy which comes from ancient Greece in the early 3rd century BC by Zeno of Citium, but was famously practiced by the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus Seneca. However, many historic figures such as Nelson Mandela, George Washington, along with current popular authors such as Tim Ferriss, Robert Greene, and many others, live or have lived by this philosophy. So what is Stoicism? Stoicism is a way of life. The key principles are calmness, presence, and relevance. The principles are vital in today's society where anxiety, chaos, and insatiable consumerism exist. Stoicism is a reality that doesn't care about our personal opinion of it. It is to understand that we cannot remove the chaos and suffering of the world. However, Stoics do not suggest we become victims of the world, but understand the two representations of life. One being our external life. This is the life we have no control over. These are the events happening outside our body and mind. And the second is our internal life. This life is the one we have complete control over. This is how we interpret the events and situations around us. And understanding that the lack of control of external events shouldn't directly affect our internal life of choice, as we have full control. We're taught to seek accomplishment, collect materialistic items, become wealthy or famous. We're told that all these things will ultimately lead to our happiness. All of this is reasonable. It makes sense, right? But once we have achieved them, we'll most likely seek something else to fill the endless pit where happiness should be. This happiness is relative. If you were to lose it all, you'd no longer be happy. All the while, you'll remain insecure, and are you truly happy? The aim of obtaining such things is to feel in control and rid ourselves of vulnerability and emptiness, under the false pretense that it'll provide happiness. From the moment we're born, we try to learn quickly to fulfill the expectations of those around us. Whereas a Stoic believes we should live in the moment and thrive and work toward what makes us truly happy, regardless of people's judgment and expectations. Their judgment isn't something you have control over, so why work to achieve it and fit into a society which is described as normal? Today, people feel the need to compare themselves to others through social media and other means, to look a certain way, acquire certain achievements or status. They feel that by achieving said things will ultimately lead to their happiness. However, once they've acquired those things, they'll only desire something more, hence the beginning of a vicious cycle of dissatisfaction and unhappiness. We should not, like sheep, follow the herd of creatures in front of us, making our way where others do not, where we ought to go. These are the wise words of Seneca. We shouldn't follow the crowd to achieve happiness, but follow ourselves and our own destination and interests. Broadly speaking, the majority of society are fixed upon the external. We persist that everything that is external has control over our happiness. As a result, we become reliant on something we ultimately have no control over, which leaves us with so much uncertainty. Stoicism encourages us to pursue something we desire to do or find interesting, all the while focusing on the internal life. Stoics believe that there is nothing wrong with trying to pursue fame and fortune, as long as we don't depend on it for happiness. They believe you're truly happy when you're happy regardless of your comfort items, that you are content without them. It's common practice to withdraw yourself and strip yourself of all things that you are reliant upon, to prove to yourself your strength and happiness. This theory was practiced by Marcus Aurelius. We should define ourselves by what we think of ourselves, and to live life according to what we perceive as virtuous and relevant to us. If you want to read more on Stoicism, I would highly recommend books by Ryan Holiday, The Daily Stoic, and Ego is the Enemy. See description below for the book's recommendation. If you're like me and you love listening to audiobooks on your commute or in your downtime, click the link below and instantly get 2 free audiobooks of any book you desire in Audible. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for the weekly video. Thank you for watching. Until next time.